Yo, what is up, you guys? Basically, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra got a season 3, and we have a couple things announced. First, I'm going to talk about what changes still need to be needed for season 3 that I want. Now, season 3 is absolutely amazing from what I'm seeing. We're getting Bardock, we're getting Vegito, we're getting Kefla, and most importantly, we are getting another fun game mode. And but the real thing out of all those characters for me is the most hype is you being able to play offline, test the characters offline, and actually, actually play as the character in a real game offline, which I think is very, very cool. They added that. I think it's very, very cool. I mean, I don't even think that Fortnite added that, where you could just play with full bots and in a team and stuff like that. I think that mode is extremely cool because you could just use that to either practice, or some users use gameplay footage for B-roll. So I think that it's absolutely amazing. What I really would like them to add, I know it's gonna be a weird request, but for season 4, maybe the future season 3, I would like them to add a mode to where you can spectate. You can either spectate other people's game modes, you can spectate, other people's games, your friends' games, or you could save your replay from the previous game. Maybe they added this, and I don't know it. I haven't really been playing Squadra too much as of late. Ever since Broly and ever since Gohan came out, I kind of fell out of the loop of it. But really, I really do think that they need to add save replays if they don't already have it. But yeah, save replay, spectate. They need that stuff, man, because what if it's a game that you really want to save on your console or on something like that, and you don't have a capture card? I think that'll be extremely important for you to do, and maybe share a game clip with your friends or whatever, whatever case you want to use it for. So save replays are one of the most important things that I want to talk about. Firstly, second of all, the characters are absolutely amazing, right? 3 characters per season. But here's the thing. I think that they should add more characters per season because, we're basically getting 3 characters every 2 months, which is absolutely amazing. But I do think that we should have more maps added. I was going to complain about the characters, let's get 4 or 5 characters. But, I mean, they're adding 3 a month. It's pretty good as it is right now. The thing that kind of makes it still stale no matter what is a couple things. Number one, in-game chat. You can't talk to your teammates in-game. There's no voice mode yet. Hopefully they add it in Season 4. I mean, guys, no matter what we say, this is the most active community, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, when it comes to feedback, when it comes to, responding. They are the best when it comes to responding. This is why this game actually has potential, because they actually listen to what people have to say. So I believe that in-game voice chat would be a huge leap in the game's players. I mean, dude, if I could talk to my team, say, "Hey man, we're both going down. Hey man, let's jump this guy. Hey, I need a guy to go get their base. I need the tech to go sneak the base. I need the tech to stay back with the tank." You really want to be able to communicate with your teammates. So I think that is the most important part. But yeah, I think that is the most important part when it comes to Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, because I mean, you look at other games like Call of Duty. Sure, people might say horrible things, you might say slurs, stuff like that, but the game voice chat is what makes you feel connected to the game. At least you feel connected to the story. Another thing as well, that I want to at least add on to another feature that they should add for season 3 that necessarily wasn't really talked about. People, when players are losing a game, basically down to last base, what a lot of them do because they're mad or they're triggered, they will just sit and spawn and then move their character a little bit. I really feel like they need to update that, and they need to change that feature. I mean, how are you fighting for your life and defending the last base, and your teammates mad because they think that you're trash at the game, and they just AFK and they rage quit? You should not just be able to just rage quit AFK and just move your character around a little bit in the spawn and not even try to defend or try to attack, and these people, if you select no to surrender, they'll be so mad that they'll literally sit there and not do anything, and they'll just watch you die multiple times over, and it makes the game absolutely horrible because it's like, yo, like, I don't want to be like that guy, but it's really no point of even playing, you know. And for some players, they literally quit after 4 minutes. They literally quit after they get killed a couple times in a row. They just quit and they just sit somewhere, or maybe not even the spawn. It could just be the base. They'll just sit in the base and circle around and literally allow them to get the base. So I think that it should be either AI review or AI bots to review the Genshin Squadra, games or something, dude. It should be a way for you to either clip or report when a player is just giving up in the game, literally giving up. And like, if you get reported like that multiple times, you should be able to get out of the game. You should be able to get out of there and not play Genshin Squadra online. It's very, very simple, right? Now, when it comes to the shop, when it comes to the store, I think it's, like, I've actually, like, paid attention to the prices of the store, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, like, $20 for a Santa skin, 30, like, 20, like, basically every new character. Sometimes you spend around $20 to $30 per new character, and the battle pass doesn't cover characters, most likely, right? The battle pass, you literally you literally have to dedicate your heart and soul to even get to the end of the battle pass. You have to put in hours, like it's a full grown job to get the battle pass. I understand that they are trying to make you work for it, but if you pay for a battle pass, you should at least get all 3 characters, or at least 2, included with that battle pass. Now, hopefully for season 3, when you get the battle pass, you're able to get maybe 1 character included. And also, by the way, for season 3 battle pass, like the skins stuff, the skins they advertise, half the skins they advertise inside the trailer typically isn't even included to the battle pass at all. It's like it's 1 or 2 skins in the battle pass, and then everything else is capsules. I really feel like they need to put a character there, or eligibility to get a free character in the battle pass, so that you actually have incentive to actually play the game, so that you don't have to spend your crystals on the season 3 characters, or at least one of them. Like, give me 1 character per battle pass, which I think will be the best for the game overall. Now, if you guys are talking about like character-wise, Bardock, Vegito, Kefla, they all look absolutely amazing, and they all look good. Okay, they all look broken. This is another thing I want to talk about as well. Dude, Vegito looks busted. Imagine Vegito or Topo. Imagine Vegito, Topo, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and Gotenks his tech. You're cooked. You're cooked. Or imagine a Vegito, a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and who else? Or Gotenks tech. You're so cooked. And I feel bad for people that aren't really paying for it. I mean, again, the characters are relatively cheap. Sometimes they're 10, sometimes they're like 8, It's not that much money for a character, but it adds up if you're getting all of these characters. You know what I mean? Like at least for the battle pass, it should provide you a character, but you're really just getting the battle pass just to get a scan, basically. So you're not really buying a battle pass character, you're buying a battle pass for a skin and maybe 1 character. Right, maybe 1 character. If you get to level 100, the battle pass, or whatever, 60 or whatever, then you finally qualify for that. So those are my main things I want to talk about season 3 that I want to see added. Leave a comment down below what you guys want to see added. Now, season 3 is very cool, but they need to add a map. They need to add multiple maps because the gameplay loop feels the same. Sure, different moves, cool. It's cool for like 2-3 days, right? But after that, it's kind of like, do I have to keep playing this? Because it's the same map. It's the same thing. There's no difference in that. And obviously, I think they need to add more maps and maybe a game mode that can be ranked, maybe like a difference in ranked, maybe two players versus two, maybe 1v1, maybe 2v2. You know, there's so many options that they could add in season 4 and season 3 that could make it better. So, yeah, I like season 3 overall, but again, I am a little bit disappointed if I'm not seeing another map. So, yeah, it's been your boy, man, 4GB. If you guys enjoy Dragon Ball game stuff, I post a lot of that. So,